So good morning students, myself Professor P.B. Ingde, and today we have to conduct the lecture number 41. Okay, and write down the today's title. So our today's title is heat transfer from extended surface in bracket fins. Okay, so this is our today's title, guys. Heat transfer from extended surface in a bracket fins. Okay, so why the need of the fins, or why the need of extended surface from the to transfer the heat? We see here, guys. Suppose if you have this one walls, okay, this one walls, and if you want to remove the heat from these walls, okay, larger amount of the heat if you want to remove. So how to remove the larger amount of the heat from these walls, guys? By using the some extended surface. We have to connect the some surface will be their extended surface by the extended surface. This extended surface nothing but the fins. Okay, means if you want to remove the heat from any surface, what is we extend some another elements, that is nothing but the fins will be there. Yes or no? Yes. So just I am write down the definition of the this fins. So see here, guys, what is the definitions? Fins definitions. So fin is defined as the surface. The fin is defined as the surface extended from an object, the surface extended from an object to increase the rate of heat transfer, to or from the environment by increasing convections is called as fins. Yes or no? Yes. So see here, guys, how I am write down here. The surface extended from an object. Suppose this is our object. If you consider here, this is our object. Okay. And from this object we want to remove maximum amount of the heat. Let's you focus here. Suppose if you have this object, okay, and from this object the heat will be removed, no problems, the heat will be dissipated. This object we have and the heat will be dissipated. But if you want to remove the heat fast, there is a increase the rate of heat transfer. What is I am write down? To increase the rate of heat transfer means we have to require the less time. Means within the less time the heat is transferred from this object into the surroundings. So how we will be achieved? This will be achieved by these titles. What is the title? The heat transfer from an extended surface, nothing but the fins. Means what is we attach here on this object? We have to connect some external surface, external connections. Okay, this is our object. We connect some external this surface here. This is nothing but the fins, guys. Okay. So what is the definition? The surface extended from an object to increase the rate of heat transfers to or from the environment by increase the convection is called as fins. Means when you attach this surface to these objects, so by the mode of conduction and by the mode of convection, the heat transfer into the surroundings. Okay guys, this is nothing but the fins. Okay, so if you observe the fins, where is the locations? So where is the use of these fins? What is the fins? Fins, we have to understand how to transfer the heat from this object into the surroundings, that is called as the fins. And fast, not a very slow, it is a fast process. If you not attach this extended surface, the heat is transferred, but there is required the more time. So reduce the time rate, we have to connect this extended surface, guys. Okay. So if you observe the fins, so where is the application of the fins? Where is the connection? The fin is used in economizers. Yes or no? Yes. Then radiators of a cars. Then IC engines. Then compressors. Then transformers. Okay. Then another is what is condenser. So many applications there is the use of these fins will be, guys. Where is the use? The economizer of the power plants, steam power plants. Where? The radiators of the automobiles. IC engines, if you observe our IC engines, so on the IC engines, if you observe, suppose this is our engines, so on the IC engine there is a provide the fins will be there, circular shape or rectangular shape fins will be there. On the cylinder heads, this is the cylinder heads, and there is a connection of this rectangular or this circular shape of the fins will be there. Why use this extended surface? To increase the rate of heat transfer from this engine to environments. Yes or no? Yes. Compressor, guys, if you see the compressor, if you go your automobiles and to fill up the air inside our tire, to how to transfer the air with the help of the compressor. So on the compressor there is also the fins will be provides. What is the role of this fins? To transfer the heat from system to surroundings in fast way. Then another is a transformer. We know the transformer, where is the location of the transformer? At power plants and different areas to transfer the electricity from one place to another place. Okay, so because of this supply of the electricity, larger amount of heat is generated. So this heat will be transferred from system to surrounding with the help of this transformer. So on the transformer also there is a connections or installation of the fins. Then our condenser also. So these are the various applications. There is a use of the fins, and apart from this application, there are so many applications in our daily routine lives. There is a use of the fins to increase the rate of heat transfer rate, guys. Okay. Now see here. So why we have to learn the fins here? The fins is nothing but the part of the heat transfer, and there is a which type of the heat transfer there? Both conduction as well as convections. And in our syllabus there is a details analysis of the fins. Okay, analysis means we have to prove some derivation here, how the heat is transferred from these fins into the surroundings. Then different cases is given in that topics. So before start the derivation of these fins, we have to consider the some assumption guys here. We have to consider some assumptions. So what are these assumptions guys? The study the heat flow through the fin. What are the assumptions? Steady state heat conductions. Steady state heat conductions. Steady state heat conductions. Means the conduction will be what is there? Steady state. Means it not change with respect to time will be there. Yes or no? Yes. The steady state heat conductions. We know the definition of the conduction and it is a steady state, does not change with respect to time. Another assumption what is we consider guys here, this is very IMP assumption which always asked in the exams. Another example is no internal heat generations. No internal heat generations within the fin. This is our assumptions. Then another third assumption guys we have to consider here, uniform heat transfer coefficient H. Yes or no? Yes. Over the entire surface of the fins. Over the entire surface of fins. Yes or no? Yes. Another assumption guys here you see, thermal conductivity of the material is constant. Thermal conductivity of material is constant there. Constant. Okay. Then another is fifth numbers, write down negligibles contact thermal resistance. Negligible contact thermal resistance. Okay. Then another guys here, point number 6 guys, heat conduction one dimensional. Heat conductions one dimensional, and last one is 7 number, negligible radiations. Yes or no? Yes. So these are the very IMP assumption guys. What is I am write down here? Yes or no? Yes. Before the analysis of a fins, what we have to assume to study for that, steady state heat conductions means the heat conduction through the fins does not change with respect to times guys. Then another, after that what is there? Then another assumptions, no internal heat generation within the fins. We have to solve the number of derivations. We know the internal heat generate how develop inside the objects. So what we assume here, no internal heat generation within the fins. Another assumption, what is third number? Uniform heat transfer coefficient H over the entire surface of a fins. With the fins we have to consider there is a, we know that the heat transfer from this fin into the where surroundings. This is the object, suppose this is the fins. So where is transfer the heat into the surrounding? So from the fins we transfer the heat into the surrounding. So there is a H, this heat transfer coefficient H, it should be remains constant, does not change with respect to times with the entire surface of a fins guys. Another, the thermal conductivity of this material is constant. Suppose the surface, these fins will be connected. So whatever the material we have to use for the fins, generally coppers or aluminium, or apart from this also the another material will also use. So this material is having a thermal conductivity is constant, it should be remains constant will be there. Then negligible contact thermal resistance. So here guys, the material having some length or some thickness, so there is a lot of resistance. So we have to neglect this thermal resistance what is developed here. Then another, heat conduction is one dimensional. Means we know the heat flow in three dimensional x, y or z, but what is the assumption we have to need here? The heat flow, it should be in one direction. It may be x, it may be y or it may be z, whatever. And another is negligible radiations. Means there is no any kind of the heat transfer with the help of radiation. We neglect these parameters. Yes or no? Yes guys. So how to transfer the heat from this object into the surroundings through the fins? So we have to understand the definition, we know the assumptions, and we know the some application. So what type of the derivation we have to got here now will be discussed boys. So let's we start the derivation. So see here, I remove all these things here. So see guys, here I draw the one simple diagrams. Look at these diagrams. Okay. I draw this diagram, very IMP diagram. Yes or no? Yes. This is the extended surface guys. What I am draw here, this is the extended surface. Okay, this is the object and this is the extended surface guys here. So you see here, the very IMP diagram, the whole derivation depends on these diagrams. This is the extended surface guys. Okay. Then very simple diagram, not difficult, right? Okay guys, okay. So this is the wall, yes or no? Yes, this is the wall, this is the object, and this object we have to connected this extended surface. Yes or no? Yes. So this is the wall we have guys. This is the wall we have guys, and we have to connect the some external surface. Suppose the fin shape is rectangular. There are different type of the shapes, rectangular, then conical shapes, then tapered shapes, then concentric shape. Various type of the fin designs we have available. We just assume the one type of the fins. which shape? Rectangular shape fins. Okay. So write down the title. Heat transfer through the extended surface means nothing but the heat transfer through a rectangular fins. Rectangular fins. Okay guys. So you see here, I draw this rectangular fins. This is the wall surface. This wall surface connected this rectangular fins. So to study the analysis, how the heat is transferred through these fins, this is our derivations. So let's assume some parameters. So see guys here. So L is a length of the fins. So we show by the letter capital L's. This is L. Very easy. Huh? Capital L is the length of a fins. I am write down here L. It is a length of fins. Yes or no? Yes. Then after that guys, see here. This Y. I show these letters Y. Y is nothing but the thickness of a fins. Y is a thickness of fins. Yes or no? Yes. This show by the letter Y. The thickness, how much it is? Y thickness. Then after guys, this is the wall surface, and this wall surface having a temperature, suppose at this location is T0. There is a base temperature of these walls. Suppose this wall is in this way vertical and there is a connection of these fins. So at the wall surface, this temperature will be shown by the letter T0. Where is connected? The base temperature at the wall will be there. So you see guys here T0, the temperature at the base of a fin. Yes or no? Yes. Because how the base? Because the fin is connected at the base of this wall. So this portion is nothing but the base of the fins. So I am write down here this T is 0. Then after that guys, this is nothing but what is, if you consider, this is called as the what is cross sectional area ACS of these fins. If you want to cut these fins, so this portion is nothing, what is the cross section, what is the shape? It is a rectangular. If you cut this, what is the shape? Rectangular, circular shape. Yes or no? Yes. So this portion is nothing but the cross sectional area of the fins. So ACS, it is a cross sectional area of fins. Yes or no? Yes, this ACS. Now then after that, TA is the temperature of surroundings. Because where is the location of the fins? The fin is located in the atmosphere. So this TA is nothing but the ambient temperatures. Ambient temperatures. Yes or no? Yes guys. Then we know that after the TA, what is there is a H is also, H is the heat transfer coefficients, right? So H is nothing but the heat transfer coefficient. Heat transfer coefficient. And another is what is K is the thermal conductivity of the fins. TT of a fins. Yes or no? Yes guys. So these are the some points I am consider here to study the derivations or analysis of a rectangular fin guys. Okay. So we know that the heat which is circulated through the fins, by which mode of heat transfer? One is the conduction. We know the conduction is operated by the Fourier's law. Then after that the heat is transferred from this fin is also by convection. Convection means the heat is transferred from one medium to another medium guys. So there is a both the type of the heat transfer is occurs in the fins, conduction as well as convection, and we neglect the radiation heat transfer there. Okay. So see here how to designs. So let's we consider this is the x direction, guys. Yes or no? Yes. We consider the b parameter will be theirs. This b is considered now width of the b is nothing but the consider, you write down one more point, this b width of the fins. Width of fins show by the letter b letters. Yes or no? Yes. Do you got? Okay. So this is the our surface and this is our fins. So if you consider the length of the fin, what is the length of the fin? Which makes the angle is how much? It is makes the angle 90 degree. So this fin length is perpendicular to this object, guys. Okay. The length of the fin is perpendicular to this surface. Okay. And what is we show there? Thickness, width and L is the length. So here, guys, I have to write down the one more point also here. P points. So P is nothing but the perimeters of a fins. So what is the perimeter P, guys? Tell me. P is equal to what is? P is equal to twice B plus Y. This is called as the perimeter of a fins. Twice B plus Y. This B plus Y, this side left and another is right side. Another, that's why we write down the 2. If you consider how many face, this face and this face, this one and this one, so that's why we write down the perimeter of a fins in a cross sections. P is equal to twice B plus Y. B is nothing but what is weight of the fins. Y is nothing but what is the thickness of a fins. This is the thickness we show by the letter Y letter, guys. This is the thickness. This is the width and this is a length and this is a surface. There is a connections. So how heat is circulated? So focus here to study the analysis of a fins. So let's we consider the one small elements, because we know that every time to study the whole derivation of the thermodynamics, first of all we consider the small elements will be, guys, there. So these small elements will be considered here. Just I draw the diagram. Yes or no? Yes. The small element will be considered. This small element is considered at a distance of x from the base of the fins. This small elements, the thickness of this small element is how much? It is dx. Dx is the thickness. How much thickness, guys? Dx. Dx is a small thickness of elements. I am write down here dx is a small this ones. Yes or no? Yes, dx. So I consider this one dx is a small elements. Dx is a small elements. Okay. How much distance is apart from a x distance from the base of a fins? So you see, guys, here the q amount of the heat is moved. The q amount of heat is moved from this surface and transfer through these walls. Okay. So why you connected these fins? If you connect the fins, the maximum area will be increases. So maximum area will be increases, then that time the larger amount of the heat will be transfers, because we already learned all the equations in our previous topics. If you saw the Q equation, Q is equal to delta T upon RTH. We all this prove all this relation, delta T upon summation of RTH. This RTH is nothing but the thermal resistance, guys, theirs. Yes or no? Yes. And this thermal resistance is associated with this fin length, width and area. There is a thickness. Length is increases, the thickness is also increases, means resistance is also increases. Yes or no? Yes. So we already know these things. Q is equal to delta T upon RTH. We already prove all the derivation for different topics, cylinder, sphere, then plane wall, like that. Okay. So what happened here, guys? Look at here now. The heat is transferred from this plane wall through the fins by the mode of heat transfer, conduction. Conduction complete occurs in a solids. Do you accept my things? The complete conduction occurs in a solids. Then after that, along with that, another heat is transferred. Here is also convection. So from this Q, the total heat is transferred from these elements, from the fins, conduction as well as convections. If you consider only the surface, how heat is transferred? Because of the only convection. But if you increase the fast rate of heat transfer, rate is increases, therefore connection of the fins. So through the fins, the conduction mode, and then after the fin into the surrounding because of the convection mode. So both the type of heat transfer occurs there. So how it is start derivation? See here, I erase all this portion, guys, now. Okay. So heat conducted at a distance x through the dx, because we have to consider the first of all the small element dx. So through this dx, heat is conducted by the which mode of heat transfer? Conductions, because the heat is continuously come and transferred through the dx. Okay. So up to the distance dx, we have to consider the mode of heat transfer. One is conduction. So what is the derivation guides for that? The heat conducted, the heat conducted into the element at a plane x, at a distance x. How much, guys? You tell me. Qx is equal to minus Fourier's law, k into ACS dt upon dx into x, equation number 1. Right? Fourier's law, minus k ACS dt upon dx at a x distance. ACS nothing but the cross sectional area. If you consider these portions, right? So what is the cross sectional area of this, guys? Y plus this B, guys. So this ACS is nothing but the cross sectional area of the fins. So therefore I consider this, because we consider for these elements and heat flow in which direction? X directions. Now this is equation number 1. Then after that heat is flow how much distance? X plus dx. X plus dx, heat conducted into the plane. I write down not distance. Into the heat conducted into the element at a plane x. Okay. Then after that, after this much time, the heat crossed which portion? Dx. Concept, you should understand the concept, guys. For this, the heat flow this much to this much distance first. यहाँ से लेके तो यहाँ तक हीट ट्रांसफर हो रही, ये हमने यहाँ पे लिखा QX इज इक्वल टू माइनस के ACS DTX अपॉन एक्स, किसके लिए, यहां से यहां तक। अब इसके बाद में हीट काय में से ट्रांसफर हो जाएंगी बच्चों, ये थिकनेस dx में से भी ट्रांसफर हो जाएंगी, राइट। तो उसको हम यहां पे लिखेंगे, अभी देखिए, हीट कंडक्टेड इसके थ्रू, मतलब यहां से यहां तक आ गई, हीट कंडक्टेड इनटू द प्लेन्स, यहां से यहां तक आ गई, इसमें से निकल यहां तक आ गई, फिर इसके अब बाहर भी निकल जाएंगी बच्चों हीट। तो देखिए अभी हीट कंडक्टेड इसके अंदर तक का हमने लिखा, अभी अब इसके बाहर के लिए लिख रहे हैं हम, ये एलिमेंट के लिए, हीट कंडक्टेड आउट ऑफ द एलिमेंट, हीट कंडक्टेड आउट ऑफ द एलिमेंट एट अ प्लेन। तो बताइए फिर हाउ मच डिस्टेंस बच्चों, x प्लस डी एक्स, वेरी गुड। सो x प्लस डी एक्स, पहले कहां तक था हमारे लिए, x के लिए, अब दूसरा कहां से बच्चों, x प्लस डी एक्स के लिए। सो हीट कंडक्टेड आउट ऑफ द एलिमेंट एट अ प्लेन x प्लस डी एक्स। सो व्हाट इज द फूरियर्स लॉ देयर गाइज, जस्ट अप्लाई द फूरियर्स लॉ, q x प्लस डी एक्स माइनस के ACS इंटू dt upon dx, we know the Fourier's law, x plus dx, suppose equation number 2. We already know the Fourier's law guys, we already learn the rate of change of temperature with respect to the thickness, and thickness will be changed x and completely sum we getting the complete here will be there. So that's why I am down this equation here, okay, equation 1 and equation 2. Up to the distance x, this one means for this element up to the x we consider this much elements, this equation. Then after the out of these elements means you see here this much is qx, I am write down this qx. Then after out of this guys q x plus dx. Now it is more clear your concept. Up to this qx and after that qx plus dx, qx plus dx for these elements. You write down here this also the elements, okay. And through these elements now the another mode of heat transfer is also convections. So I write down here the one more is which heat transfer guys, convections. So what is this convections? Heat convected out of the element, heat convected out of the element between the planes x and what is x plus dx. दोनों जगह से, यहां से भी बच्चों कन्वेक्शन से जाएगा और यहां से भी कन्वेक्शन से, और पूरे फिन में भी सी काय में से ट्रांसफर होगा कन्वेक्शन तो हर जगह पे रहेगा। इसलिए मैंने यहां पे लिखा कि हीट कन्वेक्टेड आउट ऑफ द एलिमेंट्स बिटवीन द प्लेन x एज वेल एज x प्लस dx। अब कन्वेक्शन जब हीट ट्रांसफर होगा मतलब ये सॉलिड मटेरियल से हीट का ट्रांसफर हो भी फ्लूइड में क्या है हमारे पास में एयर एम्बिएंट टेम्परेचर, और वहां पे हमारे पास में क्या है H हीट ट्रांसफर कोएफिशिएंट। तो फिर ये लॉ क्या हमारे पास में, हम इसको पढ़े ऑलरेडी, दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ कूलिंग। व्हाट इज द इक्वेशन फॉर Q कन्वेक्शन? Q कन्वेक्शन इज इक्वल टू H एरिया इनटू व्हाट इज T minus TA. T is nothing but the temperature of a fins and TA is nothing but the temperature of atmosphere, and we know that T is greater than TA. Cross sectional area of these elements, so how change guys? H into area P into dx, T minus TA. This cross sectional area of the fins will be changed like that. The fins cross sectional area perimeter multiplied by dx. What is the perimeter, guys? We have twice b plus y. Okay, so we can further modify these terms. This p is replaced by which term? Twice b plus y later on. So what is the cross sectional area in conduction? H ACS T minus TA. H AC is replaced by P dx into T minus TA. Suppose equation number 3rd, guys. So these are the heat transfer through the fins. Qx plus dx plus Q convections. So if you use the energy balance equations, so in energy balance equation, what is we write down the, guys? Applying the energy balance equations. So what is we write down? We write down here equation 1 means by energy balance. What is we got? Qx is equal to Qx plus dx plus Q convections. Yes or no? Yes. कितना हीट ट्रांसफर हो रहा बच्चों? Qx बराबर क्या है हमारे पास में? Qx प्लस dx प्लस Qv. क्योंकि जब Qx चलते आ रहा तो Qx के बराबर क्या हो गया हमारे पास में? जो ये एलिमेंट को क्रॉस करके जाने वाली हीट x प्लस dx, उसके बाद में ये एलिमेंट से जो निकाली मैंने Q कन्वेक्शंस, तो ये हो गया हमारा एनर्जी बैलेंस इक्वेशन. यहां से अगर 100 आया तो इसमें से निकली सपोज 90, तो कन्वेक्शन से कितनी हीट चली गई बच्चों? 10 चली गई. तो फिर 100 बराबर क्या हो गया? कंडक्शन से जाने वाली 90 प्लस कन्वेक्शन से जाने वाली 10, तो टोटल कितना आ गया हमारे पास में? 100. सो देयरफॉर आई राइट डाउन दिस एनर्जी बैलेंस इक्वेशंस. ओके, सो how to write down in this way equation 1, 2 and 3? So see here, equation 1 is as it is. I erase this portion now. What is the Qx? Qx is replaced by this term, guys. I am write down here. Qx is nothing but the minus K ACS dt upon dx into x is equal to x plus dx. Which term, guys? This one, minus K ACS dt upon dx x plus dx plus convections. Convection which one? This one, H P dx T minus TA. ये dx इसके थिकनेस के लिए, पेरीमीटर का मैंने अभी आपको बताया. So I remove this portion now. So what is the equation we got, guys? We got these equations. What is? Minus K ACS dt upon dx is equal to minus K ACS dt upon dx x plus dx through this element plus HP dx T minus TA by convections. Okay. So here is a simple rule of the mathematics that is called as the Taylor law explanations. There is a use, okay, mathematics rule. So look at this explanation rule, guys. Taylor expansions. Taylor's expansion rules of mathematics. For which elements, guys? This x plus dx, what we have? X plus dx through this thickness up to x, this is dx. So we have to apply the Taylor expansion rule. So how write down this rule? See, guys, here. dt upon dx x plus dx is equal to, this is the rule of the mathematics, dt upon dx is equal to x, okay, plus dt upon dx in bracket dt upon dx x dx plus d square dx square guys dt upon dx plus dx square upon 2 factorial, okay, and plus so on. So in this way, this is the Taylor expansion rule, dt upon dx x plus dx. यहाँ से लेके तो ये dx के लिए मैंने क्या अप्लाई किया बच्चों, टेलर एक्सपांशन रूल. सो वी गॉट दिस इक्वेशन ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स. सो we have to use this equation in that equation. Suppose equation number 4, this Taylor expansion, for which elements we consider the x plus dx. So this value will be replaced by these parameters, and we have to consider only 2 steps. The higher step is not considered. We have to avoid to write down this higher step. So what is the modification equation number 4? See here. Look at the guys here, minus k ACS dt upon dx x is equal to minus k ACS. You replace this term first. So what is here? dt upon dx bracket x, okay, plus dt upon dx in bracket dt upon dx x dx, and we have to neglect this higher term. So plus h p dx t minus ta guys. We have to not write down this higher term, we have to neglect it. So what is the remaining term here? So what is we got now? Just multiplied by these brackets. So I am write down minus k ACS dt upon dx into x is equal to multiplied by these brackets minus k ACS into dt upon dx x. Once again minus k ACS d upon dx dt upon dx x dx guys, right, plus h p dx t minus ta. Simple mathematics. So after write down this mathematics rules, mathematics derivations, what is cancel guys? This term and this term, it should be cancelled. So what is the remaining term there? Write down these remaining equations. The remaining equation is, we have, look at this, I am write down this equation. After cancelling, 0 is equal to minus k ACS dt upon dx d upon dx dt upon dx x dx plus h p dx t minus ta. So I am further modified this equation in this way. You see, k ACS d upon dx right, and you multiplied by this equation to this. So what is here? D square t dx square into dx. You replace this also, you come this term h p dx t minus ta is equal to what is guys? 0. Suppose this is equation number 5. Simple mathematics, transformation of the terms. Okay. So after getting these terms, so dividing this term, dividing equation 5 by what is ACS dx. I divide in both the sides. So what is the change in equations? After dividing the guys, what is? I write down k ACS d square t upon dx square dx upon what is ACS dx minus HP dx t minus TA upon ACS dx, guys, right? So which term is cancel? This one, this dx, ds cancel, this dx cancel. What is remaining? So what is remaining, guys, here? The remaining term will be remaining is here k d square t upon dx square, right, minus HP upon ACS, right, into t minus TA is equal to 0. This is the remaining term is here. Okay, after solving this. So suppose this is my equation number A. Suppose equation A. So after that, once again modify equation, once again not equation A, I have to modify this. If you write down this one, d square upon dx square, now minus k is replaced. What is HP k ACS t minus TA is equal to 0. This also change the k, divide by k, also here KCS dividing by k on both sides. So what is the k in denominators? HP k ACS t minus t is equal to 0, and this is equation number A now, guys. Okay. Now then further change the equations. How further change? So this is the T0 and this is the TA. So temperature at the base of a fins will be changed, not constant. The ambient temperature is supposed constant, but it is also changed throughout the day also, and the temperature at the base is also changed. So there is a one rule of the mathematics will be there. I write down the one function theta will be there, temperature in along the which direction? X, because we consider in assumption one dimensional, so we consider the x. So this theta I am write down in temperature difference Tx minus Ta. Okay, why consider Tx? Because we consider the heat flow in one dimensional for this particular temperature of a fins. So that's why Tx minus Ta, this is the theta. Theta is nothing but the temperature difference of the fin elements minus ambient temperature for these elements. Okay. Now guys, if you differentiate this equation with respect to x, differentiate with respect to x for a particular thickness of the elements, कितनी thickness है इसकी dx, इसको मैं differentiate कर रहा हूँ with respect to, तो क्या आएगा देखिए फिर अभी d थीटा अपॉन dx इज इक्वल टू, इसका क्या आएगा बच्चों dt अपॉन dx, एम्बिएंट का क्या आ जाएगा 0 क्योंकि कांस्टेंट है. इसको मैं फर्दर डिफरेंशिएट करता हूं ये t को, तो क्या आएगा डी स्क्वायर थीटा dx स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू डी स्क्वायर टी dx स्क्वायर. इसको दो बार मैंने डिफरेंशिएट किया, हाउ मेनी टाइम्स? 2 टाइम्स, तो ये 0 आ गया. फिर इसको वापस डिफरेंशिएट किया विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू थिकनेस d बाय dx, क्योंकि इसकी थिकनेस कितनी है dx है, क्योंकि हीट फ्लो जो हो रही है ये एलिमेंट से जा रही है जिसका हमने कितना कंसीडर किया थिकनेस dx, तो इसके रिस्पेक्टिव में हम इसको डिफरेंशिएट करेंगे, तो इसलिए आ गया डी स्क्वायर थीटा अपॉन dx स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू डी स्क्वायर टी अपॉन dx स्क्वायर. इसको मैंने कहा इक्वेशन नंबर suppose, and I change the some suppose 6 7 equations. Okay, so look at the guys here. Now I modify the equation number A. So I modify this equation A and this equation 7. So you see here guys, suppose what I do in equation number A, here d square t dx square is equal to which term? hp k acs t minus ta. Suppose equation number B. And if you observe the equation B and 7, suppose this 7 is replaced by suppose C. So what is in equation B and C? If you observe, I interchange this term. I change, how to change? In this way, d square t dx square is equal to d square theta dx square. Suppose equation number C like that. So if you observe this both the term, this term it should be same. Left hand side will be same. So right in also same guys. So how to change in right hand side? D square theta dx square is equal to what is? hp k acs t minus ta. Okay. So further modifications here. D square theta upon dx square minus hp k acs t minus ta is equal to 0. So what is the change in equations? You see here, this equation will be changed. D square theta upon dx square minus m square theta is equal to 0. Because we know that this t minus this one in along x direction theta is t minus ta. So that's why this replaced by theta along x direction and this is m square theta. Yes or no? Yes. So m square is nothing but what is assume? We assume this. We assume here. We assume. So m square is nothing but what is hp k acs. यहाँ पे मैंने इक्वेशन अज्यूम किया बच्चों, तो m स्क्वायर इज इक्वल दिस वन. सो m इज इक्वल टू अंडर रूट hp अपॉन k acs. ये मुझे मिल गया. इसको हमेशा याद रखना अभी, क्योंकि आगे जाके हम इसको डिफाइन करने वाले हैं अच्छे से. राइट. अब यहां पे ये जो इक्वेशन मिला बच्चों, इसको मैंने बना दिया डी इक्वेशंस. तो ये जो डी इक्वेशन है, आप मैथमेटिक्स पढ़ चुके हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में या फिर पॉलिटेक्निक में. सो दिस इज द व्हाट इज द डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशंस. यस और नो? यस. सो दिस इज द लीनियर एंड होमोजीनियस. इक्वेशन नंबर डी इज लीनियर एंड होमोजीनियस. Homogeneous, which one? Second order, not a first order, second order differential equations. ओके, ये वाला इक्वेशन. अब इसको अगर सॉल्व करते हैं, अब यहाँ पे हमारे को इसका मैथमेटिक्स का सॉल्यूशन की कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है, क्योंकि ये ऐसे प्रॉब्लम आप ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में भी, फर्स्ट ईयर में या फिर पॉलिटेक्निक में. तो इसका अगर हम मैथमेटिक्स सॉल्व करेंगे, क्योंकि ये इक्वेशन कौन सा हो गया? लीनियर एंड होमोजीनियस सेकंड ऑर्डर डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन फॉर द पर्टिकुलर फिन्स. सो इफ यू सॉल्व दिस इक्वेशन, व्हाट इज द स्टैंडर्ड इक्वेशन वी हैव टू गेट? वी गेटिंग द स्टैंडर्ड इक्वेशन थीटा इज इक्वल टू c1 e टू द पावर mx प्लस c2 e टू द पावर माइनस mx. Okay, and this theta is nothing but the t minus ta is equal to C1 e to the power mx plus C2 e to the power mx, guys. Okay, so this is the Finn standard form of derivations, okay, for a rectangular fins. And for these fins having a different three cases: infinite long fins, another is a finite length fins, and another is a finite length but insulated at the tip section. So these are the three cases, and these three cases we have to solve in our next lectures. So for today's, what is we prove? T minus Ta is equal to C e to the power mx plus C2 e to the power minus mx. इसको मैंने डायरेक्ट लिखा बच्चों, क्योंकि इसका मैथमेटिक्स प्रूव करो ये हमारे को यहाँ पे कंपलसरी नहीं है, क्योंकि इसका मैथ हमको आता है, इसलिए आप डायरेक्ट इसका स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म लिख सकते हैं, यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. ओके, तो दिस इज द इक्वेशन फॉर अ रेक्टेंगुलर फिन्स. अब इसकी जो आगे की जो थ्री केसेस है उसमें हमको किस तरह के डेरिवेशन मिलेंगे हम आगे पढ़ने वाले हैं, लेकिन ये स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म आपको याद रखना है. ओके, अब यहाँ पे अगर कुछ हम अगर बाउंड्री कंडीशन निकालते हैं, किसके लिए? ये C1 और C2 के वैल्यू निकालने के लिए, क्योंकि C1 और C2 क्या होगा? हमारा आर्बिट्रेरी कांस्टेंट, और इसके पहले हमने प्लेन वॉल या फिर सिलेंडर या स्फीयर, उसके लिए भी ये C1 और C2 की वैल्यू निकाली है. वो कैसे निकाल देते हम? बाय अज्यूमिंग द बाउंड्री कंडीशंस. सो सेम वे इफ यू कंसिडर द हियर बाउंड्री कंडीशंस, ओके, so if you consider here a boundary condition at x is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, यहाँ पे अगर x की वैल्यू अगर 0 आएगा तो हमारे पास में क्या इक्वेशन आएगा? फिर थीटा की रिप्लेस कैसे हो जाएगा बच्चों? थीटा 0 से, और थीटा 0 को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? T0 माइनस TA, क्योंकि बेस का टेम्परेचर मैंने कैसे बताया है? T0, और TA क्या है हमारा? एटमॉस्फियर. मतलब सीधा सीधा अगर हम अगर x अगर 0 लगा रहे तो यहाँ पे कुछ फिन आएंगी क्या? आएंगे नहीं, सीधा सीधा हमारे पास में वॉल रहेगा. तो वॉल अगर हमारे पास में रहेगा तो फिर हमको स्टैंडर्ड इक्वेशन क्या मिलेगा? सिर्फ इतना ही मिलेगा, थीटा इज इक्वल टू T0 माइनस TA, क्योंकि सिर्फ वॉल है और वॉल से कितनी हीट ट्रांसफर होंगी? थीटा 0, T0 माइनस TA. और x की वैल्यू अगर 0 हो गई तो ये इक्वेशन आएंगे क्या हमारे पास में? नहीं. e टू द पावर 0 C1 प्लस C2 e टू द पावर 0 1, तो ये इक्वेशन आएगा ही नहीं. तो बाउंड्री कंडीशन x अगर बराबर 0 है तो हीट ट्रांसफर कौन से इक्वेशन से होंगी? सिर्फ टेम्परेचर डिफरेंस से. किसका टेम्परेचर? ये वॉल का और सराउंडिंग का, ये दोनों में ही हीट ट्रांसफर होंगी. लेकिन हम अगर फिन लगाते हैं तो हमको क्या इक्वेशन मिलता है? ये वाला T माइनस TA C1 e टू द पावर mx प्लस C2 e टू द पावर माइनस mx. और इसकी अगर आगे की जो तीन केसेस है, वेरी वेरी IMP, विच आर दिस केस? फर्स्ट केस इज इनफाइनाइट लॉन्ग फिन, दिस इज फर्स्ट. सेकंड इज व्हाट इज? द एंड ऑफ द फिन इज इंसुलेटेड, ओके, फाइनाइट लेंथ. एंड थर्ड केस इज if the fin length is finite, then heat loss by convections. So these are the three cases. These three cases we will be learn in our next lectures. So I stop here. I hope you should understand these derivations. Okay. So I stop here. If you like my videos, so please share my videos with your friends or another college friends, and subscribe my YouTube channel to press the bell icon buttons. So stay at home, stay safe. Thank you very much.